Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Heckshot, whatever you refer me to. I have not streamed or I have not made a YouTube video in a minute, and a lot of content's about to come through about Guilty Gear and stuff like that. And I want to start off with this. I just made a tweet. Let's switch over to here real quick. So I just made a tweet, right? And let's look at it so we're all on the same page. I stated, I'll say it here, a broken team game character. It's absolutely nothing close to a broken 1v1 character. Uh, so all of us have heard the discourse about Soul being busted, yada yada yada, and I've gotten some responses through this thread. And I'm here not only to argue with people, and like we're gonna have a roundtable with my friend Tega and Lowry, but I'm also gonna show why people are full of shit, including my close friend Nitro. Nitro, I hope you see this video, and we can call you dumb. This is gonna be great. Other way around. So let's see some of the opinions. With a team game, whatever said is broken on the field, you have the ability to custom tailor teams that play to their strength or cover their weaknesses. Soul is bad, but is he pre-nerfed UI Kid Buu bad? Beautiful. He said a shell when we brought up a character. But with that said, episode of Hex Speaks, it's been a while since we did this. Let's get back over to it. Year.
Year.
All right.
Yo.
So, oh, Steve is here for the cap. Steve, you can join the voice call. You're a Marvel player and a 1v1 player. But I'm gonna ask Lowry first since you were on the opposing side. Lowry, do you
Mm-hmm.
think a team game broken character is worse than a 1v1 broken character? Like bad, like it's worse to deal with.
So the long answer, or the articulate answer is, it depends on the game.
Okay.
Um, now the only team games I play are, or at least have played, are Dragon Ball, Skullgirls, right?
Mhm.
Um, and it's hard to compare team fighters and 1v1s in general because it's just like, okay, which team fighter, which 1v1, what patch, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So I have to assume that we're talking about like a vacuum.
In general, vacuum. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get specific later.
I want to say sort of.
Mhm.
I like there's just so much nuance and there's so much like to think about when it comes to it, even in a vacuum, right? But I think it's I think in 1v1s when shit is like pronounced, when shit is like broken, it's really fucking clear,
Yeah.
right? Like it's real clear, like it's very obvious. It usually happens much quicker. And in team fighters, it may take a little bit, but a lot of times people are more willing to like play through it.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a community thing too, and it's a natural like we was just talking about in the Twitter thread that GT was a must pick, right?
Mhm.
And I agree. Like if you weren't playing GT, your team was factually worse. But you weren't always like so a point I brought up and me and Taker were discussing this earlier, you're not always playing GT. You're not always playing the best character, right?
Right.
So when I brought up the argument that team games broken characters aren't better because you're not always playing the best character. That's my basis of the argument. There are points
Right.
in time where you are no longer
iPhone
playing GT Goku.
Yeah.
There is never a point in time in a match where you are not Soul bad guy. And I'm not saying Soul is the best character that ever exists in a fighting game, but example
Right. Right.
wise,
Right. Yeah.
he's definitely, he's a broken 1v1 character.
Hmm.
Coach Steve.
So it's
Yo,
funny
yo.
because I don't think Soul's a broken 1v1 character.
I don't think he's broken, but for sake of the argument or sake of the discussion, I'll call him
Right.
broken, but air
Yeah.
quotes.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question. What is the actual debate before I even say anything?
Did you see the tweet or?
I briefly.
Okay,
I didn't really like pay it too much mind, but
it's just that a broken 1v1 character is a worse to deal with situation than a broken team game character.
um, honestly, like it's kind of hard to make that comparison between
Okay.
because that's two very different style games. Like if you were telling me like Dragon Ball versus Marvel, we can compare who's better or worse or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, then we go from Dragon Ball to Strive to Marvel or any team game of the sort. It gets like there's like this weird gray area because like at the end of the day, nobody's fucking with Zero. Team, no team, you're not fucking
Okay.
with Zero.
I did
Right?
not count zero.
But yeah, but like that.
Hey.
That's why like this kind of thing is like really hard to do
Yeah.
because like and you might end up running in circles more often and I actually probably not getting anywhere too because like
100%.
Soul isn't broken like he's probably broken in the context of this game
Give it the
currently.
year try.
He's not the worst that we've dealt with before.
Yeah, not in context
Like
of fighting
we've
games.
dealt with worse. We've dealt with worse in their respective games.
I deal with worse right now in Skullgirls.
Yeah. Bro, fuck Peacock. I hate
I
her
deal
more
with
than
worse
anybody.
than Amy.
But-
Yeah, so but that's what makes this like a little difficult
I think,
because there are broken
yeah.
characters in team games that will still fuck everybody up 1v1. There's broken
Facts.
1v1 characters. Then yeah,
Like
like it just goes on.
I just want to say that before I leave. Like
Ah.
Lowry mentioned Skullgirls, right?
hmm
And you see, considering you have the option to play a 1v3, a 1v1, right?
Yeah.
And even though you get extra perks for playing that one character, you're still playing one. You're still playing a solo character and using that solo character to its like OD amounts of strengths. And there are certain
Yeah.
characters that are just like, wow, fucking
They're like
broken.
fuck your strengths.
Yeah, like,
I have assists.
Yeah, like in Skullgirls, like if you're playing a duo or solo, it can straight up invalidate some synergies.
Yeah.
Like Bayo Band duo is a lot of times way better than
a
Bayo
triple.
Band trio
Yeah.
because you're gonna two touch literally sometimes TOD every single time. Yeah, it's actually TOD with 2 bars, like in its current iteration. But like again, that makes it even harder though because like you're going into ratios and stuff like that, and it's just
Yeah, I think in the context of Skullgirls, Skullgirls isn't a team game or a 1v1. It's that weird middle ground because it can sometimes like, whoa, they're both playing solos. This isn't a team game anymore.
right. Yeah,
So-
that now we're playing fucking Them's Fighting Hurts.
Yeah.
like,
This is no longer a
Yeah,
team game.
but then like you could think of other fighting games too. Like let's say for example like a quote unquote team game like KOF.
Yeah.
Right? Your first character the way meter works in that game, your first character is limited in how much meter it can build. Let's say like specifically like 14, you can only have a maximum of 3 bars as a point character. As a mid character, then you get 4, and then as an anchor, you get 5. Some characters become completely fucking obnoxious when they're able to have 5 bars and just go just absolute ape shit on you. Right? Other characters don't necessarily need that and are still fucking pretty broken while building for the rest of the team because they don't need the shit.
Like Benny Maru.
Yeah, like Venomar. Yeah. Or a game like CVS 2 where your life is ratioed and shit like that. Like that matters a lot more to one character as opposed to it might not matter at all to another. So
All right, Tega, me and you talked about it a little earlier.
Yeah.
Say the whole stance. We got a video that we're gonna watch that he sent because pain. Is
Are you talking about the Balrog clip that I sent you, or another clip?
Yeah.
So
what's
like, it was Tokido getting 2-tapped by Balrog, and
In 5?
like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 5?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
yeah. See, so like my argument for it was that like when you're dealing with like a team game, there is an instance where like the character of your suffering isn't going to be on the screen. So like like Shard said, if you're fighting Soul or if you're fighting Belial, if you're fighting like season 2 or 3 Abigail, you have to deal with that
Yeah,
from
I think season
99
3.
seconds. From like
Season 3
99
when he got
seconds.
trigger, when he got
Season
the
3
second trigger.
Abigail with Trigger?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah,
Not-
yeah.
But like with like team games, it's like a moment of like if you manage to kill them, there is that moment of reprieve where like it's like, oh shit, I can get to breathe now.
Mhm.
That shit does not exist in a game like Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
But you probably never see it in Grand Blue either. Because like as slow as the game is, the guys are constantly just at each other and shit.
Son,
Yeah.
It's
when,
kind of Unity 2 now. Like,
I
when
haven't played
pre-
this, so I can't speak on that one. But yeah, like there's definitely a lot of games like that now.
so like,
when
sorry, I
Hmm?
didn't cut you off. Go ahead, Sega. You're good.
no, it's just like from like the games that I've dealt with, whenever I had to do with like a broken ass character, I didn't feel safe until the round was over. So either I was dead or you were dead. That's my moment of reprieve. But in the team game, like if I'm fighting like Steve, well, let me not use. Well, actually, I can't even say Street Fighter Cross Tekken because I would treat that like I don't know if I would treat that as like a team game or as like
It's a
No,
hybrid.
100% a team game.
It's a team game, but I think I'm in the
100%.
middle.
Yeah.
so like even when I'm playing Steve in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, the moment I feel reprieve is like if I know his character. It doesn't have to be dead, but it's like I
Like
know
if
that
my character's dying, or it's like that character might not be able to play the match anymore without a
Exactly.
huge risk on my shoulders.
Mhm.
and that's
And
what I
yeah,
feel my reprieve.
that's definitely like your moment to breathe, and you feel like you're good.
Mhm.
Like, and then like in Dragon Ball, we get that too, right? Let's say like, this person
Season 2
has,
GT?
let's say like, no, I'm gonna use a different example.
Okay.
Let's say Kid Buu, Kid Buu is their last character. You have two characters left, but he's just pretty much like on your ass. You can't safely get a tag in neutral. You probably don't have Spark. You use it on your first character, and he has like pretty much all his resources on deck and shit. So if he touches you, you're probably gonna die. However, what dying actually does is give you a chance back in neutral instead of being in the fucking corner for your life.
No
So
income.
you do get that little
Yep.
bit of chance. Well, hopefully you made him like burn some resources beforehand, but you get a little moment to think at
Mhm.
least.
This is like okay, so we all kind of avoided season 2 Dragon Ball like the devil, cause yeah, but it's like when a lot of people are talking about when people were playing Broly in 16, these characters are OD, but I just snapped them in and killed them, and it was like, dang, once Broly's dead, you're not playing a Broly team anymore. And it's like what Taylor was saying, like there's like Dragon Ball tried to save that, like the whole you're getting
The
steamrolled.
game then was very bad because of that to me.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna target
But
your
it,
team
it's
and
it's,
ruin
it's just
it.
because like I'm cool with being able to snap me in and shit, but like the fuzzy shit was just like way too much.
It was like, all right, bro.
On top of like if I just guess right, then I still gotta take another mix and probably another fuzzy anyway. If
Mhm.
you played some bullshit team, it's like it's too much.
Yeah, like fuzzies. I didn't mind fuzzies being in the game. I did mind how easy it was for everybody to do. Like make
Uh,
like
yeah.
let me require a resource to do it or something. You know what I mean? Like let me have an assist to keep you there or some shit. Like that's what really turned me off.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it was
I
too
think I
across
would
the
be
board.
fine with universal fuzzies if they were more difficult or like more demanding on resources.
Yeah.
Because then
Alright.
characters later on they got like meterless snap options and shit,
Mhm.
and then you can always use an assist for that.
Yeah.
But you're pretty much using an assist to set up your fuzzy. So
Yeah, like
it's
even
the
in
same
Strive
shit.
right now, like yeah, there's a lot of fuzzies going on, but most of the time they need a resource. You either need tension or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like, y- should they be in the game? I think that's a different discussion. But like the fact that it still costs a resource, and like I'm not really talking about Marvel or Skullgirls because those games are like built-in bullshit. So whatever, right? Like
Yeah,
you're probably gonna get mixed even if they don't know how to fuzzy you. And you need there are fuzzies, but you need chain shift or like
Marvel's typically like the neutral plays out, you lose neutral, then your next character comes in, get mixed and die, and then get
Yeah.
mixed and die. Pretty much like that's
Whether-
that's like your perfect Marvel game for the
that
most
sounds
part.
like you didn't
Mhm.
bring up
and like
the first
whether
character.
you get hit by a fuzzy or not doesn't really matter in a situation like that because it's still a mix. Like it's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, Tega, you played Seth in Uni, right? Yeah, we played. Seth has an unblockable. You have to set up. He sets out these orbs, right? And the orbs go off after a certain amount of time. It's similar to think ram swords, but like in neutral.
Mm,
And
that
they
sounds
go
ugly.
the EX one. It takes a little bit longer to go off, but it's just like a stream of like projectiles that come at you. Seth's
Yeah.
unblockable is he does an EX move, he throws that out, and then he has a air to ground grab, command grab. So you literally can't do anything about it. Like you're gonna get grabbed. And if you try to jump it, you get hit by the orb. However,
Oh.
you need meter for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
it
need
doesn't do
meter
a lot
for
of
it.
damage.
Yeah, so they ended up changing it because they figured out that you could ask. So like he said, Seth has a dive kick that's forced unblockable, and what they ended up doing to change it is they prorated the hell out of that dive kick if you force that situation.
Mhm.
As of recently, just to like avoid you dying from it, because beforehand it was just like, oh, you got hit with it.
Yeah.
It's still normal
Put it
scaling.
in ST, yeah. I think to make it like true unblockable or like actually convert it to something, you need meter and chain shift.
Correct.
Like that's a lot. You need to win chain shift, which takes some time, and that's not guaranteed because Seth is not the best at winning chain shift or winning Vorpal, and getting meter takes time as well. So
So
yeah.
would Seth count as? Because Seth is like, which I'll explain. That's like the closest I've heard to a broken fighting game character, but that's conditional, right?
Not anymore.
Seth, I wouldn't say Seth
Mm.
was broken until like I think it was
And the ST,
the end of ST.
like, he
Okay.
was pretty horseshit. The problem with Seth was that he was so fucking hard to act. Like he was harder to play than Johnny, like way harder.
Yeah.
Like Seth requires like so like Steve knows that I used to like love execution characters.
Yeah.
Seth was the
what kind of
character.
execution is he?
Seth had the type of execution that I felt comfortable with. Like any other character made me feel like they were easy. Like going back to Gen
Okay.
was
that's-
easy
okay.
compared to playing Seth.
Seth is notoriously one of the hardest fighting game characters of all time.
No, that's good. Then I can see. Yeah.
Like he had like
But characters like that, I think like I do like that.
Yeah.
Like they're just harder naturally. But you know, there's gonna be that one person that just finds this shit like brain dead easy.
Oh well, that's
And then it's a problem because the character just has all these tools.
like
that
I
are
actually
not
think
supposed
Seth
to
is
be
easier. Like I think Seth routes is like actually easier than playing. I mean, actually harder than playing Viper, and that says a lot.
Yeah, like I wouldn't play those characters like Viper. I would never play because I can't do clean TK motions.
Mhm.
So
And,
it's
like-
pointless. It's pointless to play her. And then like my inputs also aren't ever like fast as
Mhm.
far as like inputting like special moves. So I wouldn't be able to do like cancels over and over and over again.
Mhm.
So I never even thought about touching her like in Street Fighter, and it's worse in Marvel too.
we
So
gotta watch
everything's just
Tokido
faster.
get two touched. Everybody round
On-
up in the Discord stream. We're about to watch Tokido get two touched.
Oh yeah, let me pull up. Hold on.
This beautiful event.
But I mean, like I can tell you some broke 1v1 characters,
Yeah,
bro.
on a big
But at the
tangent-
end of the day, like Zero trumps most of them.
I think Zero is
on a-
good in no matter what game. What you saying, Larry?
on a little bit of a tangent regarding the difficulty aspect, I think that's why people didn't mind Johnny too much at Excerpt because he was fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like to actually play well, there was
Yeah,
only
Kiko.
like 3 good Johnnies, and I think he was broken.
It's
but, like,
crazy
yeah,
because
The,
Alpha will
the
definitely
real
worse than-
argument here is like the current top tier that's like in question is really like easy in comparison to older ones.
Easy, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
got
Soul
a
is the
lot.
newest modern 1v1 broken character, and it's like, wow,
Yeah, it's just like he's easy. Like
he's not
He's very
difficult.
easy.
there's been much stronger characters than him, but like not without some kind of fucking effort.
Mhm.
hmm But yeah,
Like-
Steve, we're all on the same page. Zero is a 1v1 character. I like
Right. So what, he's a 1v1 character in a team game? Or what's
Yes.
more again?
no. You
Yeah.
don't understand. I in team games in general, fine. Marvel is the only game where like, even though I do think that Marvel is mainly broken through the full team of a game, I think Zero and Morrigan are like, all right, they're kind of pushing it. Like, I can't.
Yeah, there's no other characters that are just like incredibly OD by themselves.
Yeah. All right.
バイソン戦で体力が900になるのは
Right now in Unity, the current best
ありがたい
character might be Batista. but like again, her execution is fucking annoying. She's a negative edge and charge character.
Gross.
Like, yeah, it's
まあ好きなレバー
Okay,
は
flash
多分
pitch.
いいと思います
you go through her
なんか
mission
ファ
mode
ンク
once,
ラも
you're not gonna play her.
ファームが新しくなったみたいでやるとなかなか
That is season 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no number next to the V, so
Yeah.
you know it's older.
And
柴田さんは
and Tokido's on Echo Fox.
前に押すだけなんですよ
Oh yeah,
And the
Damn.
combo counter.
I
is
just
different.
peeped that.
ですよね
Them niggas had mad sponsors, bro. They were out here.
入れ替え投げる投げ重ねよし
Alright. I remember that move.
あ
Fucking
ーこれ
light
いい
flash
角
before
度
his
使っ
eyes.
ていい打つ
That one tap and your whole career.
今うわーごめんなさいこれはねもう集計くれる
I love Tokido.
Back-
man.
Back when Balrog had 1025 health, tap was plus.
Alright.
減ってない減ってない
Everybody get ready to guess.
Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt one bit. Cool. You just lost half your life ball for one combo.
Oh my god.
And now you're dead.
This
Wait,
is
wait,
my
hold
favorite
on.
Balrog.
How much red was that?
減ってない減ってない
Try and stop me.
減ってないよ
You
おい受け身取ってないよ
done. You guessed wrong, huh?
Guessed wrong once? Ah,
Sucks to be
you
you.
weren't really in the lead.
これ25増えてても死んでる
So hear me out.
You said, even if I had 25 more, I'd still be.
And that was before the 2.5 patch.
Yeah, for sure. That was when his tap punches were the frame data changed for each level.
Yep. So anytime you were up past level 3, you were
Level
plus.
3, you were plus. What an ugly ass game.
So hear me out. And Marvel is the only thing that kind of ruins the discussion because it's like Marvel, but
You
other-
can't exclude it though.
yeah, we can't exclude it, but it's not the norm, right? It's definitely not.
I don't know if I can I don't know if I can disagree with that, especially like
Yeah.
when
I mean,
a
like-
game has stood the test of time for as long as it did.
Does that make
So
it
what the fuck
norm?
is the norm?
No, I
I mean,
mean,
the thing is,
If Marvel's not
like,
the norm, then Skullgirls isn't the norm, right?
no. But the
like,
grand scheme
wait,
of team
this-
game.
when you come in on when you like incoming on Skullgirls, is it like Marvel?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got a
The
character,
same
you got
bullshit.
a mix.
Yeah. So then that would be considered a norm because
Nigga, team games like it's always been like that, except Dragon Ball.
except Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball functions more like how KOF and them do, except all three characters are playable at the same time.
Mhm.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Dragon Ball's a tag game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skullgirls is the exact
Marvel
same.
2, Marvel 3, Skullgirls, all of that shit. X-Men versus Street Fighter, whatever the fuck you want to. It's
Tag
all the
even.
same. Yeah, BB Tag also.
Oh yeah, BB tag. You got to deal with that type of shit too.
Yeah. And that is literally fuck you the game. Like,
And I was a Seth player in that too.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
like,
Seth is in that game. Yeah.
like Dragon Ball is the one that's like just out of that archetype for a team game.
Yeah.
Which I'm not against it, but it's just like
It's just facts.
it's just different.
Mhm.
It's just different.
Marvel 2 has some busted characters. Yeah, I know. I'm hip.
Yeah.
But
Ain't nobody fucking with Marvel 2 Storm.
Yeah. nah,
We're
nobody.
done, bro. It's
Marvel
over.
2 Cable? Woo.
Like ha 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 ha! I can't catch
Yeah.
you, bitch. It's okay. You won.
Yo, someone get Sanford started on Marvel 2 Magneto.
GG,
Yo,
shake my hand.
Marvel 2 Magneto is he's spectacular.
Okay, so
I wonder what it's like to play with a character that has a one frame short.
Excuse me?
yeah.
Yeah. One
You
frame.
know, you know, I can't talk. I played ST for like the better half of a month. I know about the powers of one frame.
But bro, I don't know what it is about these old fucking games where they
Yeah.
thought like this was just like okay. I don't know.
DPs were one frame startup in ST. And I was like, oh,
You're joking.
Marvel 2 Storm is better than
Wait,
Marvel
did I never
2
see it?
Phoenix.
wait, Steve, did I never show you the clip?
No, you did show me. Oh my
Did I never
lord.
show you the clip? I literally did wake up DP on someone else's wake up 5 times in a row and it worked because they kept trying to press the button. You know, I'm getting you the clip. I got you right now.
It's kind of hard to say because of how different those games function. I'm not sure if Marvel 2 Storm would be over Zero, but that's because Zero just breathes on you and kills you no matter what no matter what happens. He doesn't need help to do it and whatever. But at the same time, Storm, nobody would be able to hit Storm like probably like at the highest level. So, you know, that was like a little hard.
That's probably what made Storm so good. Like you could not catch her. Like
Nigga, she literally goes off of the screen.
yeah.
Like,
she
what the fuck is that, bro? Come
built a million meter. Like it's
on.
I don't even fully understand the pain and suffering Zero put Marvel players through.
Yeah,
I was a Zero player, and I understood the moment I started beating players that I knew were definitely better than me. Shaw, check your Discord. I mean, check your Twitter.
Okay.
and if Storm did touch you, you probably were gonna
You probably exploded.
yeah. If she wasn't gonna explode you, she's gonna DHC into exploding you. Like also
And
she
that's
had
the
a
thing,
friend
like
Zero
even
Squad.
a character like that that's already broken by themselves, like Storm and Zero, then they just have a team.
Mhm.
Wow, that's crazy.
Steve, watch. Are you watching this? Watch their health bar.
Wait, let me
Where we
pull it up on
looking?
the screen. I'm about to Discord stream it. If y'all can still see
Okay.
it.
Yeah, it's on.
Alright, let me switch over on my. I remember this clip. It's beautiful.
It's toxic. That's why I stopped playing that game. That game changes you.
Yeah, you did.
That shit is really one frame.
All of them. Light, medium, heavy, all one frame.
Why?
Old
Hey,
games,
you know-
bro.
And you know what's even funnier? If I switch to old Ryu, his DP has more invincibility than new Ryu.
But still one frame.
But still one frame.
Sure.
But still one.
That's ridiculous.
Look, you can see her pressing sweep.
No, he wasn't holding forward. He was pressing a button. But the DP is just too fast and invincible. Trippin', go ahead. You can ask your question. What's good? Man, that's so wild, bro. One frame DPs. Like in games now, we got DPs have startup, but the invincibility starts up.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
That is so wild.
That's true hatred.
Bro, old games suck, bro.
They really do.
Yeah,
Niggas really they spend their fucking life defending this shit. Like
know.
you can't defend that, bro.
No, they're
Come on.
horrible. Old games didn't get good till like not that.
Son, I have like,
Not that
son,
long
if
ago.
I ever get a video editor, I literally have like 2 videos of worth of just ST bullshit and how this game could not be real.
Yo, so I
Like-
just slid in here. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
Welcome.
What's good?
What up?
So we talking about old games and shit.
Nah, it's more than that.
Oh,
But
wait.
Welcome.
Trippin', to answer your question, right now the Strive community, well, the Twitter Strive community is in turmoil right now with like what they think about the game and shit. So I wouldn't really put too much stock into opinions like that.
Tripping. Whenever someone gives you an argument like that, you tell them they're a fucking idiot. Because Seth is literally Chip, and well,
Seth was definitely running shit, or currently is running shit. And
if you try to like draw like a 1-on-1, it'd be kind of hard. But in terms of like play style and like what they do and what their function is,
I could list you so many characters in any game that have low life that are top tier.
Akuma,
Zero
Akuma,
has no
Akuma,
health.
Zero,
Akuma, Seth, Zero,
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix
Like,
was
come
made
on,
to
man.
die.
We don't gotta go through this shit again.
Yeah.
Street Fighter Seth, Under Night Seth.
like a character having low health means nothing if they have like an 80% chance of hitting you. Like
I think it's game
Yeah.
dependent though. I will
You,
say
you know,
that.
you know the best example is Exert Chip.
Oh yeah,
Exert
he's
Chip
fucking broken.
probably was weaker defensively than in Strive. He might be, and like, look at all the oh my god, the tools that he had.
he had teleport in that game. too.
Teleport. He had stealth, so he faded in and out. He literally.
Oh yeah, I
became
forgot
invisible.
about that. He was playing invisible.
So this is what chip players did. This is what chip players did in Exert. They used that on their Oki, and it would put you in a string and until they were completely invisible. Now you have to guess Alpha Blade or Command Grab. You literally have to guess.
That's funny as fuck.
You know,
Like,
usually
I remember seeing on Twitter people were like, "Oh, well, you get hit by Alpha Blade, it's like 5% of your life." Whoa, they're like, bro, it's literally going to hit everybody. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like this-
and on the other side, there have been characters with lower life
that sucks.
that weren't as good, but it usually comes down to how well they use the engine.
Thor
Check-
has the most
check-
health and sucks.
Like you can have all these nice tools, right? At like these nice character tools, and then the engine is just completely against you.
Rev 2 RAM.
I think
Check Discord. Twitter one more time.
Feels
One
like
more.
a problem.
I think
But
that's
yeah,
a
like
thing to
Thor,
bring
Thor
up.
had the most life in Marvel 3, but he had an A-frame jab.
They hated him. They hated
He had an
him.
A-frame
Like,
jab.
yo.
He was slow.
Yo,
You still die in one hit.
fucking
like- Yeah.
Cammy traditionally has always had lower health than the most of the cast. She's almost always been top tier, with the exception of ST.
ST.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. So
Oh, what do you know? Not a game.
Her one chance.
She's horrendously bad in ST.
Damn, it's like that.
Yeah.
She need a one-frame DP.
like my
What's her
nigga
DP
V.
one frame? What's her DP one? You know something? Ryu isn't
Oh,
even
bro,
considered.
bro. Yo, this character is sick. This character is
Really?
fucking
Yo,
down.
Steve, Steve, watch, yo, Steve, watch this. Just watch this really quickly. I'm gonna address your question real quick.
Yeah, I'm watching.
And also watch the inputs as this is happening.
Oops. Best character in the game, by the way.
I can't really keep up.
Oh,
But
that's Seth. Yeah. No, Seth is fucking.
By the way, that dive kick is unblockable.
my nigga, that stage is mad long, by the way.
Bro,
Why did it
stage
take you
one.
so long to get to the corner from Roustar?
Because the way it's a balance thing for fast characters.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
This
balance.
is yes, that is a hard execution character.
Cross-tech
Yeah,
is-
Like,
Seth
what
is
if-
one of the
what-
hardest execution characters.
What if his B&Bs involve you doing down
DK overhead?
what is it? No, down. No, I'm talking about like max damage. It's like down 6A. That because 6A swaps your position, you now have to do a half circle back for a command grab. That'll, I'm gonna just
Height dependent, by the way.
height dependent.
You know, oh wait, let me mention this before we forget completely.
That's fire.
Steve brought up the engine, like itself, how good you work with the engine.
Yeah.
Team games in my like again inherently to me, I feel like team games kind of try to make it that no matter how broken the character is, there's always a state where they're not broken. Zero is not broken once his assist has been called and not on the screen for a second, right? Because you're not playing Zero, you're not using Zero. So he's no longer the thing that's messing with you, like, the top tier on the screen.
And he still kind of is.
Is
Zero
he?
has 3 assists. Zero
Yeah.
has the 2 characters and a
Sogenmu.
plus on Blockbuster. And Sogenmu, so 4 assists.
That one was
So,
bitter.
listen, you're not like...
That was bitter.
it's him. Nigga. He's Alpha and Omega, bro. Anything you say, I can tell you why he's broken.
Also, if he tagged out during was it After Image?
The game.
Yeah.
Nigga, you can literally just die from chip damage from Sogenmu.
Beautiful. They
He
really
doesn't
did care.
need, yeah. Like let's say, oh, you killed both of my. Let's say you don't want to fight Zero, and for whatever the fuck reason, your team just can't kill, right? let's put this crazy hypothetical out here, even
Yeah.
though it's very unlikely. So you snap Zero out. It's like I don't want to deal with this shit. You kill the next character on incoming, then you kill the other character on incoming. Now you have to deal with Zero. If he lands, he can still kill your whole team.
Because he gets lightning
He can still kill your whole team.
Yeah.
He's like one of the fastest characters with X Factor. He also doesn't even need X Factor because by the time he comes in, he probably has 5 bars. And you get hit once, your character's gonna die. Then incoming is a potential way to die. All right, but let's say your one character dies from incoming, then the next time you somehow block it. Then you block out the Sogenmu, and then now you're just fighting Zero with 3 or 4 bars. He's still gonna chip you to death and you lose.
So
And he mixes you by himself because
Yeah, he mixes for free.
Hits
Yeah.
either side.
That's what I'm saying. If you somehow manage to block that and you live, you can still die from chip.
So, okay. So for all the team games that we all had like under our belts, in
Mhm.
Marvel, I kind of already know the answer. I just want to hear Steve say it. Is Zero, like, let's say 1-0, right? Anchor Zero, right? Is he
Uh-huh.
valued more than 3 of the worst, like 3 characters? Is he more than 3 bad characters? 1-0 more than 3 bad
100%.
Yeah.
He's like 4 or 5 tiers up above them still.
3 Hashenkos versus 1 Zero. Who do you got? Who you putting your money on?
Zero.
Yeah,
What?
it's not a match.
Yeah.
That's not a match.
Yeah. All right. So, Skullgirls. Is it like
Uh-huh.
that for Skullgirls? Because honestly, solos. I'm talking like hypothetical here. So of course, I think a
Wing
solo.
Zero was smoking niggas with.
So-
Well, actually, it wasn't a.
Wing Zero's an anomaly.
Yeah,
Like-
he was definitely smoking niggas with solo Philia.
Yeah.
He's not only the best solo Philia, he's probably the best solo player.
Yeah, he's probably the best
it-
solo
it-
on
it-
the planet.
It's actually like unreal. He's also like he plays a lot like Steve, where he just does not give a fuck. And in that game, that is really beneficial to solos because you can afford to do that. So he's playing a pixie character with a DP that can convert into combos, 3 DPs that can convert into combos. Like you're fine. Like
I might appear to play like I don't care, but I definitely care.
Steve's
nigga,
heart rate
nah.
shows he cares.
Nah, dog.
you like
My heart
Beowulf,
rate is
Steve.
literally proof that I care.
Nah, I don't know, dog. I gotta see that heart rate when we playing cross Tekken and you fucking jab me 4
Um,
times.
Okay,
Now, you
people
see,
who
is
don't
there a
care.
character like that?
Yeah,
I
they're
was wrestling at 80.
think of hypotheticals, not like I know
Hypothetically,
a
it
solo
might be
character can be
Peacock.
broken.
It's
Yeah,
like Peacock's the best character in the game.
of course.
Like, for sure. The problem with Peacock is that she's pretty soft to assists in
Mhm.
general. So playing her solo's pretty scary. That said, if she touches you, you fucking die.
So,
like-
in your opinion, who's the worst character in Skullgirls?
Ugh. And
It
so
doesn't have to
am I-
be a
am I
lot.
taking-
Probably Eliza, right?
no,
She got
definitely not.
reworked. She's broken. She's
Oh, she got
busted.
reworked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are we taking into account ratios?
Just worst character. Well, no. The question I'm gonna ask is: are 3 of the worst characters on one team more valuable than a solo Peacock?
Yes, absolutely. Because you have
So-
assists. Which
So it
stuff that
changes for
really-
that game. But in
Yeah.
Marvel, Zero is just pure darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fucking.
Like, so I think the worst character in the game is probably Squiggly, but she has a fucking unblockable, so whatever. Like,
She
you're
has
still
an
gonna get hit.
unblockable setup. It's like, oh yeah,
she has an
you
unblockable,
have to
any
lose this
setup is-
health.
Yeah, she's a lot like Dormammu. Like she needs setup and stuff like that, but also like you fucking explode. You can't see.
Like
She-
a
she can-
Squiggly doing
so-
a comeback, you have to take damage no matter what.
Yeah, so for those that are unfamiliar, Squiggly has 3 unique mechanics about her. One, she's a resource character. She can store 2 charges in her. One is for her kick skills, and others for her punch skills, and they change how they work. You need to charge it for like 60 frames or whatever for each. The second is her singing. If she sings, she shortens the stage to the screen. It
OD
sounds wild,
mechanic.
but that's literally what it is. Like the stage becomes whatever the screen is. This is really important for things like stuffing people mid-screen, fucking over zoners, etc., etc. If she's charged, that becomes a super that costs no bars. So that's important because if she has meter, if she uses that and she sees you, if you think RC, it's exactly what it is. It's like RC. If she sees you hit a button, she can punish it with a super. Yeah, and her third mechanic is like, I guess her disjoints. I shouldn't say mechanic, but like she's pretty disjointed too. So she's these big ass buttons, but like that's considered the worst character in the game. But
Yeah.
also, it doesn't matter nearly as much because like context is way more important
Of
than it
course.
would be in like Marvel. Because like in Marvel, as Steve said, like if you get touched, you might just fucking die. It doesn't matter.
You should
In
die.
Skullgirls, you have to get reset a lot. Like it's a very reset heavy game. So sometimes you just guess right a couple times and like you're good.
Yeah,
Also, everybody has like a reversal pretty much.
pretty much. Or raw
Yeah.
tag, stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
options in that game.
Yeah, if you're Beowulf, you can raw tag into him because he has the best raw tag in the game.
Beautiful ass raw tag. Come on now. Like,
Um,
but yeah, so y- for I do think like the biggest issue is the context of what a broken character really is very vague.
That's why I said like it's hard to compare. I will never in my fucking life compare Soul to any of these other games that of anything I've played. I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like gonna compare it to fucking Zero, Morrigan, Magneto, fucking Wolverine, Virgil,
big band.
MBCI, Dante Dormammu,
Right.
Yeah.
fucking Rocket Raccoon, Spencer. I can't do that.
Give
He's just
Zero
not better than me.
give Soul
But
incoming.
in this game, this is a a very watered down top tier,
Yeah,
but it's still the best in his game.
yeah. Also, like brought up earlier, he's so easy for how top tier he is that it's
Yeah.
being like highlighted a
The
lot.
thing is, like, as easy as he is, even still, bad souls can't
Nah.
like
No.
really prosper like that.
Do you
You
think
know, in the
bad
in the
zeros?
mid level, that's where, like, you know, like the your tournament scramble is gonna come in and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, oh, I gotta fight a soul. Like, well, yeah, nigga, you gotta fight a soul.
Round
Wait.
2 of pools.
I gotta if I say I gotta fight a soul, I like he's not that good. He's probably not gonna get around or something.
Can
Yeah.
bad zeros prosper?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
What about phoenixes?
That-
That's the real one.
No,
Okay.
because bad phoenixes can't, because like they have to be able to play around their team.
Yeah.
So that's more so them, like the player, really.
True.
You can have a strong phoenix and like the rest of your team is like whatever. Like for like how you play the rest of your team is like whatever, and then there's nothing that matter.
Quick question. Was Phoenix? Okay, I think you said something like her jab was 3 frames, Dark Phoenix?
Something like that, like 3-4.
It was some sin that was committed with her. Like X Factor jab. It was like, yeah, just mash this.
Like the whole character is a thing.
No.
Right.
But it was a specific sin that kept getting brought up. But yeah, that whole character.
Well,
is
it's because her Dark Phoenix, her jab gets she gets the feathers and shit on all her buttons.
yeah.
Oh, he's just projectiles, yeah.
Yeah, so you could just mash them. Like people can't really like some characters can't get around it. Like let's say like you're fighting Wolverine versus Dark Phoenix. It's supposed to be like a 10-0 matchup. She just presses heavy over and over and over and over and over again, and you can't get around it at all because it's just a burst of feathers that's right in front of you.
He doesn't have the movement for that.
He can't like berserker slash through because it's not invincible like it was in vanilla.
Beautiful. Vanilla was the problem, by the way.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah, that's not my vanilla disc and half.
That's not a game. That's not a game. All right. Wait. Let me respond to the Twitter thing. So, and I said this earlier. I think when people talk about Dragon Ball, when we're talking about broken characters, it's really a lack of perspective.
What do you mean?
Because GT was brought up, right?
Okay.
And I think GT was broken in season 2.
Yeah, it was.
But because of the way we just talked about Dragon Ball system mechanic wise, it's a tag game, not really a team game. Like my extreme examples didn't apply to Zero because Zero was always doing his thing.
GT can take 90% from a raw tag or super dash.
Yeah, he was broken, legitimately broken.
Yeah, so where's the?
But we're not gonna act like GT was. If it was one GT versus a Kid Buu shell, like a Kid Buu shell, he's completely different. He's getting mixed and dying in 2 hits, the same as everybody else in the cast.
Yeah, but like so that
So like
the thing is like that's not the initial debate, right? Because they're both in the same team game.
Yeah, like also like that GT that was one of GT's clear weaknesses. Like he
Yeah.
struggled when he was down.
Angry GT was a meme.
Right.
Still, he just killed you if you got hit. That was the
True.
meme. Don't get
A
hit.
lot of characters did though. Like a lot of characters killed you if they hit you though. And
Yeah,
the other problem with GT is that he was meter hungry. Like if he was going to kill you.
yeah. I mean, sort of. He was dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he was. It's just his strengths was so far beyond a lot of other
Yeah.
characters' strength. It didn't fucking matter.
I will not be the GT apologizer. That is not me.
Yeah, no,
But
fuck that. Fuck that.
yeah, for Dragon, like even in fighters, like one GT pre-limit break, like
Yeah,
if we're using scale, one GT is not better than a full team. He's dumb, but this is pre-limit break. He can still get, oh shit, I got
It still depends on it does depend on the team, but
3 Videls is
Sorry.
worse than season 2 GT. I agree.
no, I'm not using that example. I'm using like realistic teams and shit.
Oh yeah. I was using triple worst character versus best
No,
character.
no.
Yeah, realistic teams, of
'Cause,
course.
like in that, like all the top 10 is better than that, or probably more than that.
Yeah, realistically, of course, like a really unorganized, composed, bad team is gonna be worse than probably what Anchor GT could value to your team. But your issue with
Yeah,
GT was that
GT had double super. Back then he had his bullshit auto combo. Um,
50-50 after 2 and 4L.
Beautiful.
yeah, he had that. The spirit bomb damage was fucking out of this
And-
world.
And the mix.
Oh yeah, yeah.
His neutral, it was like
A little suspect.
It was.
I don't think it was like that, like suspect though.
Give him one bar. He had
Like
the best neutral in the
if he
game.
was by himself, probably had bar.
Yeah.
Probably had bar. But the thing is, like you're kind of shook if he hits you, it's probably over for you.
He was literally a walking nuke with like as an anchor. He was a walking nuke with no mix until he hit you.
Mhm.
But if he touched you, that character was gone because it either died by the hit or you're getting put in the best mix up in the game.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not like he didn't have like buttons. Like I said, like
Right.
his fucking jab moves him forward, and then his auto combo was broken.
Oh
back.
my god, pre-patch auto combo, bro.
So like he had like the buttons and shit too. Like he can make those kind of comebacks happen.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I think while because I remember back then a lot of people were tripping about the auto combo. I think that was probably the fairest thing about the character. At the
100%.
time.
It was-
No, absolutely not.
I
The
hate-
fairest thing about the character is him not having a key blast.
No, because
Damn.
5S was out. No, 5S was out here. Cause
No, I know 5S was out here. I was gonna get into that, but it's
Yeah.
still not a key blast though.
but yeah,
It's a very different function, but it is stupid as hell though.
I did
I don't know,
5S. I did Rasengan. Called my assist 50-50 from full screen.
Yeah.
You lost.
It was definitely dumb as hell.
I think.
But like not having a key blast, it can hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Like even Bardock with his fucking singular ass key blast,
Mhm.
that shit helps him a lot.
Bardock with
Hey,
two
man,
key
that man
blasts.
is focused on throwing them hands. He don't give a fuck about that key blast shit, man.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
I knew how to use key blast, like the way I do now, back then I would have been out here.
Yeah, 100%. Bardock with two key blasts, broken.
Oh lord.
Okay,
Imagine,
let me get that, bro. On the ground.
imagine
Fucking
losing the key
hold-
blast water
Hold
Bardock.
that. Fucking hold that, nigga. Nah, instead I just do key blast and then I got EX Lariat, bro.
If he had
Shit.
multi key blast, you
So-
just confirmed that shit with
Here's the
Lariat.
question, Tego. Who would win, Seth or Soul?
We can actually do that for 1v1 games. Like compare.
Yo,
All
relative-
right, so you want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Seth or Soul?
Yeah,
Which Seth?
I think,
ST Seth.
ST Seth.
Okay. Go ahead.
I
Ted.
have a
Go
follow
ahead.
up after this, but
Are we wait. Well, all right, so my problem with this is like the round start. Are we starting from Under Night round start, or are we starting from this Guilty Gear round
it actually
start?
matters a lot.
If we're starting from
You start further or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
and
You are not-
if I
and
start
you
from
need to
under,
slap
if I
together.
start from Under Night round start, Seth is winning free.
You're not near
If
each
I
other.
start-
under
I
night.
personally think Seth is winning free regardless. But go ahead.
No, my problem with Guilty Gear round start is that Seth is a glass cannon. So I don't know how much damage.
You fucking
I don't know how much one counter hit far ass will do for
Like,
Seth in this game.
there's definitely things like that you
Yeah.
do have to consider because like if
And then-
if,
and then on
if you
top
don't
of that,
have
like-
life and your soul is still gonna do soul damage,
Mhm.
yeah, it could be a little rough if
So-
it's easy
so-
to hit
so-
you.
And then on top
So-
of that, like you have grid. So like, okay, do I really want to see Soul Bad Guy with grid mechanics?
Okay, so no BB tag rules. Everybody has their own mechanic from their game.
Oh yeah, that is just BP tag that
So,
you're talking
I
about.
mean,
my
Seth free,
question-
Seth free.
Oh, that was
so-
really a
so
thing
my
in
question-
BB tag. I
my
can't
question,
believe
though,
that.
What up,
My
Deku?
question though, so with Seth, right? And let's say, we're playing in the BB tag sort of universe where everybody's their own mechanic, right? If we're at Guilty Gear round start, wouldn't you say backdash because his backdash goes mad far and then
Yeah. If it's his backdash goes mad far,
Yeah.
I get to throw out my fireball, and I get to watch you with neutral like,
like
hi.
that's why I said Seth because like it's
I think the
I'm pretty
issue
sure
is
I'm pretty sure everybody in the
backdash-
game can backdash far S, right?
Seth's
Oh, round
backdash, you could react with Vortex because his
Imagine.
backdash is kind of slow.
Oh
Imagine.
no, but you forget that Seth has air options because
Yeah, he
his backdash
True,
puts
yeah, it puts him in the area. Yeah.
because Seth. So the weird thing about Seth is that his backdash isn't a traditional backdash. His backdash gives him two options from the moment you backdash. You can either backdash and choose to land on the ground, or backdash and keep yourself airborne. So if Soul commits to any option, Seth could just say, "Oh, I'm airborne," throw out a fireball, and then just have fun from there.
Why does BB tag exist? I'm sorry. What?
Party game.
Yo, what about Soul versus Street Fighter 4 Seth though?
Oh, he's getting mixed. He's getting mixed.
Street Fighter 4 stuff is mixing.
That shit,
Wait,
that
wait,
shit
vanilla
was great,
Seth?
right?
Yo,
Vanilla
yo,
stuff?
where
This is getting.
No, I haven't noticed Seth. No. Let's do Ultra. Ultra 2012.
You
The last version.
2012?
No,
2012?
the last version. Yeah.
Okay.
So, an aside, I think the best character in Unity that would beat Soul is actually Wagner.
Yes.
Wagner would obliterate that
No,
character.
she just guard point everything.
I think like multiple top tiers and multiple games would
Have
just
been
beat
better
the shit
than
out of this
Soul.
character.
Wagner's not a
you
top
know-
tier though.
Belia will fuck him up like really bad.
You know, it's the funny thing. People
Really,
will
really
argue, and I'm just like, so when Soul players will think that after Fire S, it's still their turn, and then Belio presses 5U,
Yeah.
and it makes them realize, oh shit, they can't take their turn. Then they're gonna
Yeah,
start getting
that-
mind fucked.
Let's Soul
right now.
let's Soul fight a nigga like Zangief, bro.
Sorry.
You press far S like, oh, you gonna do it again, nigga? I'm definitely command grabbing you.
+2, you're getting mixed.
That's cool. That's cool and all.
And your DP is throwable? Yeah, just come get
Your
just come
DP
get
still,
us.
bro. Yeah, it's ultra, bro.
Literally nothing you could do at +2. I was plus and I got mixed. What happened?
Really cross Tekken Zangief where you backdash, but then like my jab hits you airborne, then I get a combo, and then you get knocked down. And they just fucked again.
You
Like,
block
you have to guess 4
five,
times.
five
Then you have to-
jabs.
You have to guess 4 times because this nigga can grab you after the.
and that's not even a top tier, nigga. That's just a good grappler in his game.
Wait,
Like,
Steve.
even Souls right now don't they don't adapt to shit. Like when they continue spamming Far S and they get hit with 6Ps, they don't know what the fuck to do.
I know they're playing blindfolded. And it shows.
It's true.
They're like,
Yo.
this is a nice button. I'm just
I-
going to press it.
Steve,
So, what
is
were you
there
gonna
a
say?
character that you feel is stronger than, like you said Storm, but like if we on some BB tag 1v1, is there a character you feel is stronger than Zero?
I don't know every
Yeah, you feel
Every
that you would
game?
know.
but at the moment, in a 1v1, no.
I mean, there is the most broken fighting game character of all time.
what's
but-
his name? Ooze or whatever the fuck his name
yeah,
was?
Ivanos.
Yeah.
By far,
Um,
most
I
broken
don't know
fighting
who-
game.
But that's not
that
a
is.
that's not a game, to be fair.
I
That's
mean, it's
not
a fighting.
I can say in everything that I've played, nah, Zero's gonna just cuck them.
this
The
game.
closest we get is probably like a fucking KOF character.
I think Buster is better than the entirety of Guilty Gear Strive. Like that one move is
Yeah.
stronger than everything in
you're
Guilty
not
Gear
wrong.
Strive.
Buster and 5H.
It's the
Buster will
entirety.
literally do your taxes, bro.
The entirety of Guilty Gear Strive does not have anything that will handle Buster.
Yeah, imagine Milia had Zero's jump heavy, bro.
I would actually play Milia.
CP
Was it
Coco?
already?
No, I played CP
mean,
Coco Kite.
She basically had it in Exer. She had hairpin.
Wait, CP Coco was kind of bullshit though.
Yeah,
she's
unblockables,
definitely
infinite block
bullshit.
string, but hear me out.
Yeah, that she's bullshit in her game for sure.
But I don't think.
But I
she's
don't know the
frustrated.
extent of everything.
I'm about to say,
And
if we carry on mechanics, push
my
block.
Buster's plus on block. I don't
Yeah, push block and stuff like that.
My Buster's
talking about the bullshit characters because it's just like he sounds so dejected.
Zero has hurt Marvel players, bro.
I'm fine. I turned out all right.
Are you?
Are
Morgan did
you?
more damage. Yeah, Morgan.
Wait, is Morgan better than Zero? How does she do more damage?
1v1 no, but like because
She's
it's a team game, nigga.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought you meant like in
She's-
general.
Yeah, but like by herself though, like she's still she's close to Zero. Like when she's by herself,
Yeah.
because her fireballs are she has a 5-frame fireball.
They
in
shouldn't
there.
exist. Yeah,
Yeah, it's literally 5 frames.
5-frame fireball.
her fireball
frame
is
fight.
faster than
I never knew
Thor's
it was 5
jab.
frames. That's
It's
crazy.
faster than
Yeah,
Thor's
when
jab.
when she does the air version is 5 frames. That's why Sophus exists on top of her flight recovery being like 10
One
frames
frame.
or something
Oh wait,
outrageous.
one frame unfly. One frame unfly. I remember that.
There's something of the sort. Like it's really stupid. But so there's that, right? And then when she's in Astral, she's still building meter.
That's
Her
it.
buttons, my nigga, her buttons are some of the most criminal buttons I have ever seen in my life. Ever. Nigga,
Shell kick.
everything is disjointed. Her JS, the fucking shell kick, You're not fucking with that. Nobody in Strive is fucking with that. Right? By the time you try to 6P, she's already hitting where you're supposed to be, like where your hurt box is at.
IED,
Right?
IED shell kick. How did she hit me in my feet?
Her crouch light is mashable, low profiles. Like, bro.
Yeah, CP Coco was broken, right? But there was definitely
Yeah, she got
rounds.
DP super.
Yeah, there was rounds where I was like,
She
well,
got a DP.
I stopped it before I got Coco.
She can make her fucking Morgan can make her DP safe with fly.
Morgan has a DP, bro.
Why?
That she can make
Morgan
safe.
has a DP.
she
That
did
shit is like 4
fly.
frames. DP fly, throw a 5-frame projectile, or just get away.
Just leave. You've had enough.
Do not engage.
I've experienced
Wait.
enough.
Wait, Lowry, who do you think is better? Arakune or Soul?
Who?
Arakune or Soul?
Oh, BB tag.
No. Was it CT?
CT.
CT.
Calamity Trigger?
I never played.
Calamity.
CT.
Oh.
I never played any Blaze Blue.
Wasn't
Oh.
Arakune was like the best character for like 3 versions of the game, right?
Yeah, where's Seven at? He needs to partake in this discussion.
7 would love hearing this.
That
Actually,
nigga sleep probably.
he hates Arakune.
Yeah, he did. Him and I were definitely
Honestly,
supposed to
the
play
real
today.
criminal
And
shit in 1v1 is
I
an
got smoked.
Exert.
I can't get none of y'all niggas to play me in Guilty Gear, bro. Y'all niggas are
You know,
slippery.
It's funny because I think Soul is
I am
actually
literally a unicorn.
I think Strive Soul isn't even better than like the Exert top tiers anymore.
I don't think he's better than Exert Soul.
I don't think he's. I think he's a mid tier in Exert. Like if he was in there,
He'd be a solid.
He's
Soul-
probably low tier in Exert, to
no,
be
it's
honest.
a solid
He
mid tier.
definitely wouldn't be low tier because like Exert Soul, he did a lot of shit that he does in Strive. Like he made you explode. You fucking had to deal with bullshit like DPs that if you weren't on point with punishing, he takes his turn back. He had a lot of that shit, but the problem was in Exert, projectiles were everywhere.
IB
You,
worked.
like IB was a thing because it was like I think I looked it up. It was 6 frames,
Mhm.
so it was,
So it's
easy.
8.
So it was 8 frames. Yeah, it was easy as fuck. You can do it like casually. Also, fucking Raven existed.
What did Raven do?
No,
If you got hit by a
Raven-
projectile, your speed was halved.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah, so he had a little dagger or whatever. It's like a little purple thing. If you got hit by it, you couldn't your speed, like you
slower.
said. You were
Yeah,
slow.
you're pretty much an RC
Oh,
speed the
yeah.
entire time.
It was
And it lasted like 12 seconds or something like that.
it
Like
lasted
it was
a long time.
it was a good amount of time, like 12 in-game seconds. Like
All right,
that
wait,
you had to just
everybody.
hold that shit.
Question, and then we're gonna
mhm.
question from chat. We're gonna still talk, but I'm gonna end it on this question for the video, and then we'll keep talking. So, do we want
Okay.
more characters on Strive Soul's level or tone down
Yeah.
Solo a little?
Yes.
Bring
yes,
everybody to
Um,
Soul's level.
You
I'm
can
begging.
you can do both, but the problem with Arxis is that they never do both correctly.
They don't know how to do
Correct.
both.
The only thing, honestly, that I want change from Soul is like some type of fucking
Recovery.
scaling and recovery frames.
Recovery. Yeah.
Like clean hit Fafnir doing that. I mean, Volcanic Viper doing that much fucking damage is not okay at all.
Along with it being a hard knockdown.
Bro,
I
I'll
think
I don't
so.
mind that
6S would be fine if his damage wasn't fucking outrageous. 6S actually has a hurt box
take
Yeah.
5K
on
out the game.
recovery, and like it has a hurt box on recovery, and I sweep punish this shit 100% of the time when it's whiffed.
Yeah. Soul's
also
5K
think,
is 3 frames.
Hard knockdown on DP needs to go. I don't think
Same.
you should get. I don't think you should get a mix up from a reversal that already takes off 30%.
Is
Was
he the
Soul
only
the
one?
issue, though?
Hmm?
Yeah, he's the only
What?
one because it's the sweet spot.
No,
DP.
who gets the hard knockdown after DP? Wait, Leo gets it, right?
Leo and Soul
Leo
get it.
Leo gets it. Yeah.
But it's a flash kick, so I kind of
I
get it.
think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I think that should go too. But
It's a
go.
flash kick.
I mean,
It's-
at least I have recovery
Hey.
frames, nigga.
Like,
Yeah.
You're right.
I
You're
know,
right.
I know it's not a
My
DP,
fault.
but May gets hard knockdown off our heavy dolphin.
yeah, yeah,
What?
Mhm.
yeah.
Am I
Me
the only
too.
character that doesn't get a hard knockdown off their DP?
The
I
reason
mean,
why Mays don't
yeah,
use it a
yeah.
lot is because it's easier to just set up beach ball quickly.
Kai's
Yeah.
DP is also a double-digit amount of frames.
Yeah. Kai has the worst DP in the game. You can also low profile it.
It's a great character.
They
Don't
put
remind me.
they put every weakness a DP could have across the board and just put them all on Kai.
Literally
Well,
put it on
I
Kai.
think-
Yeah.
I think with Soul for me, I think the damage on the DP can go. I think 5K can go down a frame or two, and I think that's it. Honestly,
5K needs to go
oh,
back to 5
far
frames.
size proximity needs to be shortened.
Every single Guilty Gear old head keeps lying and saying 5K has always been 3 frames, and they literally nerfed it in
I-
Xrd back to 5
yeah.
frames because it was a sin.
I mean,
yeah,
that's the
I'm-
only that's the only game that they ever tested in though. No.
Yeah,
Because-
it can be 4 or 5 frames, but he needs some recovery frames, bro. The entire game needs
His-
recovery.
the
frames.
entire game
Yeah,
needs
So
recovery
like,
frames.
okay, so my list is 5K can go down a bit and can have more recovery. Bandit Bringer needs some fucking recovery first of all.
No,
Yeah.
like his 5K is actually the thing with the most recovery.
It
by
has
the
so
way.
much recovery.
It's everything else.
Yeah,
That
I see
needs recovery
5K
frame.
can go, and I think honestly that's it. Like I think a lot of other characters, even like the other like quote unquote lower tier characters are mostly fine. Like there could be some stuff to Angie, obviously, probably Faust. I don't really want Faust to be like good,
I
quote
mean,
unquote, because like
Faust will
we'll
kill
have
the
a plus
game.
R incident, but
Yeah.
because Faust is top tier as fuck in that game, but like
I mean, that'd be fine
don't-
for me. I can
I
find
know it'll be fine for you, Steve.
Play plus R, Steve. Wait, Steve, go play plus R.
Plus R Faust is fucking bullshit.
Go
like,
fight
oh
him.
my
No,
God.
I don't live in the past.
You're
Says
past it.
Marvel 3 player.
The
Says
Marvel
the
3
cross-sector
player.
player.
Yeah, like touch up Angie and Faust a little bit. Maybe,
You don't ever disrespect me like that again, take it.
maybe I think everyone else is fine. Like we just need more characters. Like, and I think it'll like round itself out. I don't think.
Nah, it's more than that. Like I they don't need to touch a lot of characters too much. Like if they do too much to Soul, then he's probably gonna just be clipped. But
Yeah, I
uh,
really don't want them to clip him though. Like, cause he's still like, I don't know.
no, like I said, it's Arxis. They're either gonna do not enough or they're gonna do too much.
Yeah,
And
that's
this always happens. Like you
Happened with
fucking
Granblue.
look at Grand Blue. Grand Blue is literally like the perfect example of
Exit
them
Ram.
doing
Son-
too
son,
much to some characters
Yeah,
too
and
much.
not doing shit to others.
Grand Blue.
Fucking
Look at
Exit
Dragon Ball.
Ram. Yo, they shot the shit out of Exit Ram. Holy shit.
They shot 16 in the dick, bro. He's
Yeah,
dead.
they shot.
They killed him.
Why?
They
16 was
killed him.
definitely an
They-
unfortunate case. He was one of the few characters that got like clipped the hardest from vanilla.
They
Yo,
removed
16
him
can
from the
actually stay dead. I'm gonna
They
die on
took
that hill, to be
16
honest
out the
with you.
conversation. People don't even remember 16's in the game anymore.
Mhm.
Good.
They-
I got
How do
sent to
you,
losers first
how do you
round.
go how do you go from hard knockdown, command grab to not being in the game?
To not
Bro.
being in the game.
Good,
Oh.
dog. I was
That's insane, bro.
I went to a tournament, bro, like in Ohio, and I got put in losers first round by a 16 player. Fuck that character.
That's pain
Respect.
And
and suffering.
that's another thing with Arxis games too that Proto Man mentioned. When Arxis kills a character, they're done.
Yeah, they're not
They're
gonna.
done. It is. I don't even think I've ever seen a character get nerfed like really hard, and then ever be brought back to even like a fucking mid tier status. Like it's like mad rare.
Rev 2 Ram.
That's the only character I can think
so,
of
like,
is Ram.
But yeah, okay, look at that. Everything else you're gonna be grasping at straws.
I mean, in Rev 2, they
like-
nerfed Johnny into the best character.
So the issue with Rev 2 was that the people who were doing well with mid and low tier characters were literally masters. Played the character since the beginning or whatever, which is fine. Like if you're a master in a character, you should be doing well. But also, ain't nobody trying to show up to a tournament with Coom or fucking who else?
Yeah.
Pot. Like
Oh, yeah.
God, Potemkin, Jesus Christ.
Bedman.
Bedman. Like
Bedman.
ain't nobody
Oh
trying
my
to do
God.
that.
But that's the thing. Like in this game, right? Like there's even though there's a lot of like soul right now, there's still a decent amount of like character representation across the board.
Yeah.
The second
And
most played characters
it's gonna
are
make it.
high on PC.
Yeah, it's gonna make it difficult for these characters to get the help that they need because they're still being played often.